Hi, friends. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Jennifer, and this is my first garden vlog. I'm a second-year gardener, and I'm just filming my journey this season, so I hope you stay a while and grow with me. If you found me through this video, I also post cooking videos every Tuesday. So I just filled my pots with a little bit of Vermont compost, and I'm going to give you a plant update on week 3 here. My spoon tomatoes are doing fantastic. They have their true leaves. They're getting nice and tall. All the plants are really strong. There's no signs of dampening or anything. I've started bottom watering all my plants. You can see a little bit of algae, but I'm not overly concerned. That started to form when I had the seeds covered for germination. My ruby monsters all came up. My tomatoes had 100% germination. My Napa cabbages are absolutely stunning. Look how big and strong these guys have gotten since the last update. Super proud of these. I can't wait to get them in the garden and hopefully make some homemade kimchi. Really stoked. Moving on to my bok choy. They look phenomenal. The only plants that gave me problems in this whole tray was the giant noble spinach. They never came up. Everything else came up great. The kale, both of the kales that I planted, I don't know if it was a germination issue or a temperature issue. I did put a reflector up behind my table to kind of help bounce some of that light back. And I went ahead and I purchased some fertilizer. And I'm doing a weak dilution of this Neptune's Harvest in the bottom of the tray. About every other week is my plans. And I just mix up the weak solution in a mason jar and pour it into the bottom of the trays. So far, so good. I also went ahead and put a small fan on my plants to help strengthen their stems up a little bit. Because my fan is so small, I basically start it on one side of the table in the morning and then I move it in the afternoon. So now we're going to get started with some seeds. I'm going to start with the basil. And I believe this is mammoth basil. Basil is one of my favorite herbs. So I just, I'm going ham this year. I think I have a couple varieties I'd like to purchase from the big box store when it gets a little warmer. And then this is Italian large leaf basil, I believe. I'm doing 3 of each, just 1 seed in each pot. And these are my ground cherries, the pineapple tomatillos. I'm doing 3. I tried these last year. They came up and then they immediately died. So I don't really know. If you guys know a trick to ground cherries, please share, because I desperately would like to have some. And then these are my grande uh, tomatillos. So fingers crossed on those. I know that they say you need more than 1 plant. So again, I'm doing 3 seeds, 1 in each cell. And I'm going to cross my fingers and hope for the best. Make sure you label your plants. Give everybody a little drink of water. I did pre-moisten the soil, so I'm just going to give them a light mist. And then I'm going to reuse the plastic that I used for my other plants and cover them up to keep the humidity in. If all goes well this year, I'm going to invest in some humidity domes. Now on to this giant noble spinach that never came up. So I decided what I was going to do is I was just going to go ahead and poke a couple more seeds in each pot, and hopefully they'll germinate. I'm hoping that it was just a germination issue since I only planted 2. I'm going to wipe the date off. I had originally planted those first 2 seeds on the 14th. I'm going to relabel them with today's date, 2 per pot, and I'm going to try again. And if it doesn't work this time, well, just wasn't meant to be, I suppose. I might wait until our nights are a little bit warmer and just try direct sowing some into the garden once the beds are ready. And that's pretty much what I'm starting this week. And in just a second, I'm going to give you an outside tour. I did promise you one last week, and the weather was nice. I recorded this a couple days ago, and I'm really glad I did because now it's achingly cold again. The day that I recorded this, it was 72 degrees. So And while my big garden doesn't look like much right now, I'll try to remember next time I do a garden vlog to show you some pictures of what it looked like last year. It was gorgeous. This is my garlic and onion bed. When I bought this house, this was actually a flower bed and I hated it. It was just full of weeds. So I used cardboard last year, lots of mulch, and I had garlic grow last year. I think I harvested 52 heads of garlic last year, and this year I have 92 planted. So all hardneck. We'll see how it goes. I actually gifted a bunch of garlic away, and I still have garlic from last year. And we're going to take a little stroll up to the big garden, which is in terrible condition, completely neglected all winter long. Fence is falling down, it's janky, but you work with what you have, right? This was the most financially feasible way of putting a fence around my garden just to protect it from the deer last year, and it worked, but now I have to do some repairs on it, so hopefully I'll get some T-posts. I have some carrots that I forgot I planted last year, so that's a fun surprise. I wonder if they'll do anything. You can see that my beds all need to be topped up, and I have a lot more of these grow bags. They're just put away in my shed. I have some spots of my plastic that I need to patch, and then top off the big beds, and then there's the obvious fence. Um, in fact, it's way worse now. 2 days later, the whole backside of it blew down, so there's that. That's all from me this week, guys. I'll see you again next Tuesday and Friday. Happy gardening!